What would you do if somebody's leg flew off a roller coaster?
What would I do?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, depends. Try not to laugh. Can you imagine?
Would you try to catch the leg?
I don't know. Probably.
Or would you just stand there and watch the leg go over?
It's just one of those random things.
Does it matter where if the leg's coming towards you or going away from you?
Well, yeah, I probably wouldn't go try to feel the leg.
It's not like a foul ball. Like if you catch it, it's yours.
It's yours, I guess. Maybe.
All right, to some serious business.
Okay.
Why are you so serious as a lawyer?
Why am I so serious?
Yeah.
I'm just a serious.
Relax.
Well, that's a life.
Because you're gonna go crazy if you don't.
Okay. Is this my intervention here?
Yeah.
Okay. Why am I so serious as a lawyer?
If I confess to my addictions, would you come get sick with me?
People do the.
How do you like that?
You're
How do you
not.
like that?
You're not necessarily talking
hey,
about.
Hey, I have
Stop
a right.
it, Alex!
I have a First Amendment
Jesus,
right.
I hate
I have a
this.
First Amendment
We all
right.
know I don't like this.
I love First Amendment orders because that's what we need to do: exercise constitutional rights to the government.
What do you guys have?
And now I'm more bitter than ever. I know.
The cartoon
Oh, here we go.
Okay. Why am I so serious as a lawyer? Well, I think what we do is serious. I mean, I would hope that we should.
Exactly.
I don't know. Well, no, the problem is being able to turn it off, right? I mean,
Right.
we're fortunate that we're fortunate that I don't have to go and dig ditches all day long, but at least if I were digging ditches when the shift was over, I wouldn't have to, sit there scheme about my strategy for coming back tomorrow and digging the ditches.
Right.
So, and unfortunately, we are, always, it's the nature of the profession that we are always on, and when we're never, the work is never done, and so we end up taking it home with us. And so it's, you talk about work-life balance, that's always a
Do you ever laugh at work?
Yeah.
Do you?
Sure.
When?
Well, in the office when we're talking about, legs flying off, right? Like, it's unfortunate. It's that morbid sense of humor that, same way, EMTs, firefighters, law enforcement.
Do you show it?
Do I show what?
The laughter.
When I'm laughing, yeah.
At work?
Sure.
In front of clients?
No. Unless they do something really stupid. I've laughed with clients and laughed at clients before. I mean, sometimes you have those clients where it's just they do something so stupid and you're like, dude. And they know. I mean, they're humans.
Well, you can laugh with them.
You can laugh with them. No, you don't want to laugh at them because
Well, no, okay, but you're able to laugh,
you have to laugh.
and you're okay with that.
Yeah.
It's not all serious fun and games.
Well, I mean, no, yes and no.
Okay, it is serious, but there's fun and games.
We're dealing with people. When we deal with serious things, right? And for us, we deal with, people going to our clients are charged with crimes and are looking at serious consequences, right? And, and even the smallest crime has significant consequences, right? And all the way up to this person is probably going to go to prison for the rest of their life and never get out. And while we have some ability to assist and control that, at some point in time, we don't. So you've got somebody and, and so these people do bad things too, right? We represent, when we're sitting there representing, this, have you ever sat next to a client and went,
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
and so it's serious. We go to court. We should be at some level.
You know what? I actually laughed at that. I don't do it often, where I have to kind of move away from the client.
Yeah. But
No, I don't do it often.
I don't do it either, but
No, I think that's what's different. I actually I start to feel like I'm like them, or I can relate.
Sure.
I can find some commonality.
Well, because they're at the end of the day, they're human, right?
Yeah, but they're actually pretty real with what they're doing.
Some of them.
Okay, I live out in the streets and I look for copper. This is what I've been doing.
Yeah. Well, and they're
But I didn't do it there.
And they're entrepreneur. Yep. And how many clients you did that where I didn't do that? Every time I've done something, I've confessed to it. I'm not taking this. I did not do that. And so, did they do it or not? Or they say that every time and they end up taking the deal? I don't know. I mean, and I don't know. I mean,
okay, so if you're serious sometimes and then you laugh at other times,
mm-hmm.
Do you have to turn that on and off?
Yeah, the same way, look, you turn it on and off anywhere. Have your kids ever done something that is just absolutely, when they were toddlers and stuff, and you look at them and they just did something totally terrible and you don't want to reinforce it by laughter, but it is the funniest thing you've ever seen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right.
Do you not laugh?
Well, I think
I
sometimes
laugh.
you laugh.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't, or if somebody else's kid does it, it's like, I don't know. I think, and I don't know your experience in the courtroom, but my experience is that there is a time and a place for humor, and it can go a long way. It's just a matter of being selective and using it at the right time, right?
So you have to be selective when you're doing it at work.
Yeah.
Doesn't that get old? Doesn't that get tiring?
Well, maybe I'm different. Well, I know I'm different, but I think we all moderate our behavior.
Okay, but you.
Okay, well, I moderate my behavior a lot, right? In social situations, there's things I don't say.
Do you take that home?
What, the seriousness?
The monitoring your behavior. Do you take that home with you?
Yeah.
Is that what you normally would have done at home, or are you mimicking what you do at work?
I think I do it I don't think I'm mimicking. I think I'm just doing the same thing in the workplace that I do at home, that I do out when I'm out and about.
Do you do it with me?
Sure.
You do?
Well, yeah.
You're sometimes serious with me?
Am I not supposed to be serious with you?
Why would you be serious with me?
Well, I don't know. Why wouldn't I be serious with you? Don't you deserve the respect and seriousness?
Well, if I'm talking about a lump that's growing in the wrong spot, yeah, I don't
exactly.
I don't want to.
Serious.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
That's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Or maybe if it's
yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh,
you know what? I'm really worried about this tumor. Oh, that's the funniest shit I've ever. No,
okay. Absent weird growth aside, you're serious with me?
Sure. Well,
why?
Because I don't know. Why would you're not serious with me?
No.
That kind of hurts my feelings.
I think I would laugh at your hemorrhoid.
Okay. Yeah. Well, hemorrhoids are funny. No, but you're making people. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe I'm just more so than other people. Some people are genuine all the time, and I like to think that I'm mostly genuine. But I think
except those times when you're not.
Well,
are you professional with me?
No.
Okay. So then you're not serious.
Well, what's your definition? Let's back up. What's your definition of serious?
Switching how you naturally are.
No, I think this is just how I naturally am.
Oh shit!
I think I'm naturally a serious person.
You're uptight by nature.
I am uptight. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, ya latinamos. Now we're getting to
the
okay.
Yeah. Are we kidding? Neurotic to the bone. So
okay,
I met so years ago. Somebody described me. They described me like a chihuahua. Right? I was in a room, right? And granted, I was, among, people that had felony records and had gone from prison and other thing else like that. And, I was just not comfortable. So I was on alert and watching because I wasn't comfortable in the situation. That's just who I am. I'd have difficulty walking into a new situation and being totally at ease.
Do you have anxiety?
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel like people are staring at you?
No, it's not that I feel like they're staring at me. I guess I'm more neurotic worried that they are, or worried that I will embarrass myself. You're telling me that your first time you walked into court, you weren't nervous about, You were totally confident, totally cool, and we're
The
like,
first time I walked into court?
yeah.
The first time I walked into court, I thought that I was going to piss my pants.
Yep.
I thought everybody was going to realize that I'm not really a lawyer.
Right.
I thought I don't speak the way these people speak.
Nope.
I'm going to be caught as a fraud and they're going to throw me out.
Right.
And that didn't happen.
No,
until the second day.
Okay.
Because then we're not giving you another chance. You were already here. You should have learned that thing. And I said, oh.
Yep.
At this point, this is just bully ball.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, but we've been doing it so long that now we're the bullies. So now we set the trend.
Right. And I've definitely gotten more relaxed and more comfortable. And there's certainly things that I say.
Do you bully people?
I know. I don't try to.
Do you bully lawyers?
No.
I talk shit.
Why would you bully somebody?
So they could feel comfortable.
They like the abuse?
You know.
Like
you bully them in your world. Like, hey, you're not going to take that to trial? Or, hey, you're not going to do this? Hey, don't let them talk to you like that.
Oh, well, no. You're the kind of guy that hands a kid a stick and says, hey, go hit that beehive, see what happens.
If he doesn't know how to hit a piñata, then yeah, I'm going to say, hey,
go ahead. Yeah.
Me and the kid are going to go out here with a stick and start whacking a couple things.
Well, who are you talking? You're talking about other attorneys? You're hazing kids? You're hazing new attorneys?
New attorneys, but in a good way.
Well, that's...
positive manipulation.
All right. Well, I personally think we should be supportive of...
Supportive?
Yeah.
Come on here, little youngin'.
No, I don't. I don't think we need to hold their hand, but basically to be there. Look, other older attorneys, more experienced attorneys help me out. Judges help me out there. I think
I'm helping them out.
Right?
I'm helping them out.
Yeah.
I'm not giving them the book.
Okay.
But I'm letting them grow a couple.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Because the hardest part of being a lawyer isn't the law. Everybody thinks I need to come out and be a lawyer and know the most law. Put that aside. That got you through the door. We're in a club now. It's not about that. What it's about now is having confidence. The only thing every lawyer is lacking is confidence.
Well, but the problem...
You can't teach it. You have to instill it.
No, but have you...
One passive-aggressive action at a time.
Well, but have you ever seen an attorney who had tons of confidence but not a lot of competence?
I'm not talking about arrogance.
Okay, well
but don't doubt yourself when you're doing something.
Oh, but that comes
that's a code switch that you shouldn't be getting accustomed to. You're practicing a bad technique.
What?
You always believing that you're going to fail in an argument, or always believing that you're going to fail in a thought, or always believing that you're going to fail in a conversation. Why feel that? Why not feel that you can succeed in those things and you can actually start to do that?
Well, then that's where therapy comes in and medication.
No, it's because we get bullied by the older lawyers to say, hey, who are you to say that?
I don't think we get, I don't know. Maybe
because now we're the older lawyers.
Look, maybe I just don't even realize when I'm being bullied and hazed.
You're such a piece of shit.
Thank you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, I just maybe I just don't, but that's my defense mechanism. I have no idea. All I know is I don't know. I just don't think we run into that a lot. I like to think that you get that, I think if you have a reputation of being a bully, I think if people will push back. Right?
What's a bully?
Well, I don't know. You said you're bully. You're a bully.
Oh, my definition of bullying.
What's your definition of bullying?
Taking the reins.
Okay.
Okay, if two people sit down at a table and one orders,
right,
without asking the other one's permission, that's a bullying technique or tactic.
Well, I don't.
You don't mind because maybe you don't know the menu, and it was gracious of them to have thought of you in choosing.
Oh, you mean order for you? If you walk in and you order for me,
for you or for the table, or
well, that's but that's okay. I don't see that as bullying. I look at that as just being a dick.
But what if it's a new person who hasn't been to that restaurant and they're nervous just to enter, and you order for them, and it takes that ease away from them? That same action is no longer bullying.
No, but you're look. You have to help. It's like learning to swim, right?
Okay.
Right. At some point,
so if I throw them in the pool, it's bullying, right?
Well, they're figuratively speaking, they're putting themselves in the pool.
What if I throw them in the pool?
If they throw them in the pool and they start to struggle, then probably
pull them out.
You pull them out.
Okay, but is that bullying to throw them in the pool?
kind of, but I don't know. It depends on the circumstances.
What if they have
I mean,
every technique to swim?
did they show up ready to swim, or did they show up with their clothes on and were just there for something else, and you threw them in the pool?
Well, no.
I
Okay.
mean, like
they've been taking lessons for 8 weeks, and the only thing they're missing is courage. Courage.
Then
It's like the lion in the Wizard of Oz.
and then the only way you're going to do that is to push is to they have to be able to figure it out on their own.
Sometimes that means a little push.
Sometimes it means a little push.
Is that bullying?
No, not necessarily. I mean, did you do sports in high school?
No, I was bullied.
Okay, so coaches bully other people. I mean, the motivation is
Yeah, but they're bullying against you. They're saying if you can't reach the level of human, you don't get to be here. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that little nudge. There's some attorneys, and you know this firsthand, who never do a jury trial, and they'll go off into paperland and do other areas of law
Mhm.
and just leave criminal defense.
right.
And then there's other attorneys that will find niches
Mhm.
in appearing or taking things just to prelim or
Mhm.
working out in certain departments or certain areas where you don't have to go to trial.
Yeah,
And everybody maneuvers their way through
yeah.
because that's what they wanted to do or because they were too scared to go into the show. Nobody gave them that little nudge because that little nudge was bullying.
Well, but
Hey, I got bullied into trials, and guess what? I'm not scared of them because I'm more scared of the bully who bullied me into them. The trial's nothing now.
well, I don't know. I think that if somebody wants to be a litigator, because there's a difference between being an attorney and being a litigator, right? It's like
Sure.
anything else, right? Like and
You can
litigation.
invent the boxing glove, or you can actually have title fights.
Well, I mean, there's just a variety. Not everybody
They're both
wants.
contributing.
Not everybody wants to be a. Not everybody wants to be a litigator. I think every attorney should do a trial. I think.
And why don't they?
Well, some because they don't have the opportunity. Some
Okay, those
some
that have the
because
opportunity,
you should do trials.
and those that opportunities they have, why don't they do trials?
Uh, I don't know, but I think that there are people who take cases to trial that shouldn't go to trial. I think that there are risks in going to trial, and I think that there are cases that have to be tried. There are cases you have to go to trial, but not every case has to go to trial. And I think
But zero trials tried
zero
for a
trials
trial attorney.
is for a criminal defense attorney with zero trials. That's a problem.
So you
right?
have to have some confidence.
Well,
And they don't teach it to you in law school.
look, that's a whole different thing because my experience with trials has generally been, I mean, I didn't get a lot of support so I didn't sit second chair to trials before I did trials. It was just kind of,
Here you
there
go.
you go, sink or swim.
There's your client. That's a human.
That's a
The
human.
government has given up on them. In fact, the office has given up on them. It's been assigned to you.
It's been assigned to
If you feel like advising
Yep.
them this or that, as long as you're within your realm of ethics, you're good.
Yep.
Hey, sir, a trial will always not benefit you. You're always better off pleading. You know what your odds are. You don't have to gamble with your future, yada, yada, yada. But at some point, something's got to go to trial.
Right.
And when you've admitted that you helped your client admit the 30th one in a row that said, I didn't really do this, but at the end of the day, I don't want to risk it. Hey, that's already 30, man. You should have found one in there that should have had some issue that some people should decide.
But you also know that one is the system is stacked against trials. There's a reason other than attorneys being afraid that so many cases end up in trial. So the good cases, cases that are good for trial should have never been filed in the first place. And at some point in time down the road, that gets sorted out. Or on the other side is that hey man, I didn't do this, but if you go to trial, you're looking at way more time. Like I have advised clients this is a great case to go to trial, right? This is a good case to go to trial. We can do this, we can do X, Y, and Z. The problem is we've got this offer here, gives you credit for time served, you're out, you're on probation, and if we go to trial and lose, I don't know what you're going to get, but you're probably going to get more time. And because of the way they stack charges with enhancements and what judges do, and you and I know that, trial judge, at least in all of the courts that I have practiced in is that, a trial, a trial judge is going to, if you get convicted, trial judge is not going to sentence you, is not going to give you lenience. It's not,
Man,
they're not.
You're talking me into wanting to take a deal right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Now, how would you sound if you believe that we could win this one?
Yeah, but how many, okay, so
You don't believe we can win this case?
do I believe we can win the case? I guess yeah, we could win the case. Absolutely, we could win the case. Right? But you have a right, look, my job as a defense attorney is to be able to advise people. And yes, we can sway, we can use our big persuasive language. But ultimately, I think my client has a right to know what can happen one way or the other, so they can make the best choice. Right? Some people are bigger gamblers. Some people want to fall on principle. I have friends. I've done that. I've seen people that have prevailed and won cases that I never thought that they had a chance in. I have a friend. It was a civil matter, and I would talk to him about it, and I would say, "Oh, you should resolve. They're offering you X amount. No, I'm not going to go. All right, and he prevailed. Right? Good for him. Right? And because at the end of the day, if he lost, fighting and losing made more sense to him than, taking the money and run. Right? That's not my call to make. Right? But if you're looking at, seriously, if you have a deal that will get you out, right, on probation, that's something that you should seriously consider, because how many trials have you had where you're confident? How many times do you think there's no way they're going to prove this up? We've got this. They've got X, Y, and Z, and then you get some ridiculous ruling by a judge. You get some.
Well, that I think we're going to win?
Yeah.
From the beginning?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of them.
And you win those cases?
Some of them, yeah.
Some of them. Okay, but the ones that you thought you were going to...
I thought I was going to lose, and I win those.
And sometimes you win, so you never know. And I think that there's true. And I think we never know. And the person is innocent, but our system doesn't care whether the person is innocent or not. I mean, if you think about it, our system doesn't say, at no point in time is our system...
Do you care?
Do I care whether the person is innocent or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. I said before that I might want, what's your worst case? An innocent client and an honest cop on the same case? That's a tough one.
Okay, well, what do you do if your innocent client looks guilty and they're facing a lot of time and they've given your client a deal to get out of jail?
Then it's up to my client. It's not up to me. I don't get to make that choice. And if I make that choice, if I push the client to trial because of my own agenda, that's just as wrong as if I don't. That's just as wrong as if I talk my client out of trial or into a bad deal because I'm afraid to go to trial. Right? Ultimately, it's their decision. They get to make it. We don't. And our job, like I said, my job is to advise the client, to try to set it up so that they can ultimately, they can have the best decision, get the best deal that I can before going to trial. Right? I mean, that's the other thing. At some point in time, there's a jumping off point.
Okay, let me give you a hypothetical.
Okay.
It's the morning of trial.
Yep.
And the judge has told you, Mr. Powers, are you ready to proceed?
Yes.
You are?
Oh, I'm assuming if it's the morning of trial and
the morning of trial.
Yeah, then I better be ready to go.
And you're ready to go.
Yep.
I'm ready to proceed, Your Honor.
Yep.
Do you have your witnesses lined up, Mr. Powers? Because we'd like to know how this woman's leg flew off of her body on the roller coaster.
Well, now you're talking about a civil case, so it depends. I would hope.
Are you going to trial, sir? Your client's leg fell off of her body.
Yes. Well, it wouldn't have fallen
But they said it wouldn't have fallen off had she not tightened her leg onto her body. And the roller coaster company wants to give her no money, sir. Are you suing? Are you going to trial on that?
Yeah, we're going to trial.
You're going to trial, right? He will nerd it up every time. Yeah.
You're being... Oh, this is where you're not serious. This is where you're supposed to joke around. Yeah, no, I can't do that. No, we're good. We're good. Don't you understand? There are legal things. There are important issues to debate. I will talk anything into the ground until it's dead and dead and dead and dead. Haven't you figured out by now?